Hi, I'm Matt Cole. Welcome to the Hub Show from our retail store in Belfast. Garmin have just released the Vivoactive smartwatch, which claims to help you maintain the perfect balance between work, life and fitness. With a high-resolution touchscreen, built-in running, cycling, swimming and activity tracking apps that let you view your stats, even when away from your phone, the Vivoactive will ease seamlessly into your active life. As it syncs wirelessly with Garmin Connect, you'll be able to track your progress, join online challenges and compete worldwide with your friends. Smartwatches are going to be massive in 2015, but the question is, will you be getting one? Let us know in the comments section below. Dave Watson is one of the legends of mountain biking, who's been riding and racing since the start of it all. We were lucky enough to catch up with him for a chat.
What's your main focus at the moment?
Main focus, really kind of getting back into riding. But more on a for me level. I rode a lot, obviously, as a competitor. But when I kind of hung that up and said, I'll continue to do a little bit of media stuff, it was always you're riding for somebody, which is great. I loved it. I wouldn't change a thing. But more recently, it's just been about riding for me. I got great trails. I call it my backyard. I live at the base of Mount Seymour, so I got trails right there from the back door. I ride up in Whistler a lot, so it's often just kind of riding for me and not having to worry about the photographers and the cameras and all that. And what as you do as your professional rider, if you're not doing that, you're not making a living. But I miss that too. So it's kind of a combination of just riding for myself and enjoying riding.
And is that trail riding mostly?
Yeah, it's mainly all mountain type stuff, enduro. I still ride my downhill bike almost as much. But I haven't competed downhill for an awful long time or done any slopestyle events for some time either. But I still ride that bike a lot. I still ride downhill as much as I can and shuttle as much as I can. But I'd say for the most part, enduro, all mountain is kind of my thing. Yeah.
Any chance we go on the Enduro World Series for a race or two?
You know what? I was thinking about it last year quite a bit, and I've got a friend at home that's like super keen to get me training to go and actually do one lap, like one race. So I think I'm gonna do one race and see how that goes. I know they're hard. From having watched the guys that trained and really documented their training, and they show up and they just get they get whooped, right? So I think it'd be fun to go and get whooped and kind of see where it all starts. But yeah, start with one.
And how did you see the introduction of downhill and freeride? How were you involved in that scene?
Never really got fully accomplished as a racer, so I haphazardly. It wasn't even called freeride. It was literally like in the off season, go and huck yourself off some cliffs and not even close. No, so you're riding your downhill bike, but you go and you huck yourself off some cliffs and you jump some jumps and kind of bring that snowboard ski element into mountain biking, the film element. And essentially that with time just became known as freeride. But at the time didn't have a name. It was just kind of a bunch of guys in the backcountry riding big bikes and having a blast. Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the next big thing for mountain biking?
I think that's hard. Technology-wise, that's a really hard one. I think suspension still got a ways to go, just because the volume is so small. You've got a really small surface area to try to create a suspension platform. So I think that there's still lots of room. It's good, but I think there's room for that still to continue to improve, and it is improving. And maybe something like electronic suspension potentially, where you've got you race a course on a weekend from last year. It saves all your data, and you can go back and start there from scratch. Things like that. Kind of the way you've got electronic shifting. Maybe you see electronic suspension adjustment. I don't know. I just think that there's still room for suspension to get better.
Cool. And are there any athletes that you always keep an eye on, or that you admire at the various competitions, freeride competitions that happen around the world?
Yeah, I admire all those guys for everything that they do. It'd be pretty hard to cherry pick one or two. Downhill racing for me, especially in the last few years, has really started to hit home. I really loved racing, and when you see that pack of guys, how quick they are, how close they all are on a weekend. It could be anyone's race, you know, in that top 10, top 15 almost, even top 20, because they're all just so close. You know, it's hard to kind of, you know, pick favorites in that world. But you know, same thing in slopestyle. You know, there's obviously like the Brendan Semeneks of the world. Good to see those guys have really come through and sort of dominated. Although I was really happy to see Andreu Lecondagui win Rampage this year because he's been so close so many times. And you know, he's an interesting guy, but like he's just got this, when he connects on a run and kind of gets his run together. Yeah, it was just exciting to see that too. But you know, I'm missing, you know, the other 20 riders because it's hard to pick favorites just because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's been your most proudest achievement to date?
Proudest achievement, you know, I don't know. It's hard to pick one. You know, I don't know that I've got just one. I think that if I had to pick one on the spot, I mean, it might be just kind of the right place at the right time in terms of being around Whistler in the early days when they had turned the chairlift on for the odd sort of downhill race, but that was it. And when there was convincing from myself and a few others that, hey, this is a good idea, maybe we should leave the chairlift on in the summer, and maybe this, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. How about some bike trails? You know, so I think being part of that little group that kind of got Whistler involved in thinking about downhilling and now, you know, obviously the lift access mountain biking, right place, right time. So.
And that must be amazing for you to look back at now, to have been one of the guys.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't see it like that at the time. It was really like, hey, we want to go ride those trails. Yeah. Can you please help us?
And now it's a multi-million-pound industry. Sure.
Yeah, I mean now there's like the number of riders that ride that park every day in the summer is just is astronomical, and it's just cool to see how many just stoked faces are on that hill. And that's the same everywhere you go now, throughout Europe and throughout the U.S. as more bike parks sort of jump on that stoke wagon.
You jump at the Tour de France at the Col de Galibier.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the most insane things mountain bikers and roadies have seen happen at the Tour de France, apart from all the drug takers. What was going through your mind as you were in the air?
When I was in the air, I was like, this is great. You know, it was a smooth takeoff, good jump, just kind of literally like it's not like things slow down, but you're just kind of waiting to land and then you kind of ride off into the sunset. So that's kind of where I was in my head. Obviously that didn't quite translate that way, but yeah, it's a nice view up there.
And I know you've said before that you wanted to jump over when Lance was coming past.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what he said after the race, or whether he knew about
I don't think he knew that was going to happen. But there was just no way. I mean, there was Outdoor Life Network was filming the event at the time, of course, and they had all the Black Hawk helicopters, which were flying very low to the ground. So it would have been, and all the fans. I mean, there was just physically impossible that I could have jumped Lance, but I really wanted to.
That would have been amazing.
It would have been great. Yeah.
The official jerseys for the 2015 Giro d'Italia have just been unveiled, which the best riders in the world will compete for over 21 stages between May the 9th and May the 31st. The Maglia Rosa is the jersey worn by the leader of the time general classification. The red jersey is worn by the leader of the points general classification. The blue jersey is the symbol of the King of the Mountain classification leader, and the white jersey is worn by the best young rider in the general classification. Team CRC Nukeproof riders Sam Hill, Joe Smith and Mike Jones recently posted teaser pictures of their brand new Nukeproof bikes, causing plenty of excitement and anticipation online. We're hoping for more details on these new bikes very soon. Vital MTB have just posted an interview they did with Sam, where he talks about his bike, the team and his future racing plans. Check it out via the link below. What's been happening in social this week? Over to Catherine.
It's been a cold start to the new year, but it looks like you haven't been put off riding yet. Ryan isn't put off. He rides to work every day, wind, rain or shine. So too does Howard, except he finds it more of a life-threatening adventure each morning. That's how cold it is. What do you think of this? At Things Work tweeted a video of bicycle parking in Japan. We think it's pretty cool. And a few of you commented that you'd like to see it in your own city too. One of our followers sent us in a picture of their two badass wheels. We asked you which you preferred, the Nukeproof or the Yamaha. Pedal power seemed to be the popular choice, but what a cool picture. We had a great response from you guys with this. We were tweeted in this picture of a bike work stand, and we asked you if it's something that you'd like to see provided by your local council. Loads of you thought it was a great idea, but would you use one? Let us know in the comment section below.
In the last episode of the show, we gave you the chance to win an enduro helmet, either a Met parachute or a Bell Super 2R. There can only be one winner, so congratulations, Max Brown. In this episode of the show, we're giving you the chance to win a complete 110 road riding outfit, including a 110 skull cap, jacket, bib tights, base layer, jersey, socks and overshoes. For your chance to win, tell us why you deserve it in the comment section below. I'm Matt Cole, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and while you're there, don't forget to subscribe. That's a long one.
You remind me of my drama teacher, Matt.
Alright, Mum. I've just been for a run. Compete.
It doesn't even sound like me.
People.
Badass.
As it.
I'd love to deliver like a gangster. I love that line now. Every day, badass wheels.
Why are you laughing? Was that better? That was good. From the Mountjoy Road store.
Let us know. And you see, I can't do this because my wee sister non-stop takes the piss out of me now. Like, I can't go home without her saying that to me whenever I walk through the front door.
What, that?
Yeah. Let us know in the comment section below. And she does it so broad. We make people superstars. We're like Simon Cowell.